Hello friends and students, once again welcome to my channel Maths Tips for You. In this video we are going to see hints and solutions of some of previous year MCQ in MHT exam. The topic is logic and this is the part first. The Department of Technical Education DTE has just announced the syllabus, new syllabus and marking scheme for MHT CET 2021. I uploaded the same video in my channel and the link of which is given below in the description box. According to this syllabus and marking scheme, the topic logic, on the topic logic there will be a 2 MCQ of each of marks 2, so total mark is 4. For mathematics paper, the number of MCQ is 50 and time allotted for that is 90 minutes. Therefore, 90 divided by 50, it is approximately 1.8 minute for one questions. So approximately 1.5, that is 1.5 minute is required to complete the MCQ. Now in this video we are going to see how to solve the previous year MCQ in MHT CET exam. Number 1. If P denote every square is rectangle and Q denote every rhombus is kite, then the truth values of P implies Q and Q implies P implies and implied by Q. The student should know what is meant by square and rectangle, rhombus and kite. Square is all the sides are equal, whereas the rectangle is opposite sides are equal, and therefore every square is a rectangle. Its truth values is true. Rhombus, all sides are equal but angle are not right angle, and rhombus is opposite sides are equal. So these two sides are equal, where all sides are equal, and therefore every rhombus is a kite and the truth value is true. We know that its implication is true and the truth value of P is true, the truth value of Q is true, then biconditional is also true, and therefore the truth value of both T and T. Therefore the option D is correct. D is correct. Number 2. Which of the following quantified statement is true? Option A. The square of every real number is positive. There exists a real number whose square is negative. There exists a real number whose square is not negative. Every real number is irrational. Now observe each option carefully. The option D, every real number is rational, it is wrong, because set of rational number is subset of a real number. Set of rational number is subset of a real number, and therefore it is wrong. There exists a real number whose square is negative. There is no real number whose square is negative. So the option B and option D are wrong, that is they are not correct. The square of every real number is positive, but there is a number, real number 0, whose square is 0. We know that 0 is neither a positive real number or a negative real number. It is neither positive nor negative. Therefore the option C is correct. There exists a real number whose square is not negative. So option C is correct. Number third, the statement pattern negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to option A is P or Q or negation of P. This is equal to P or negation of P or negation of Q. So P or negation of P, by complementary law, it is true or Q. When Q is true, then it is true. If Q is false, it is also true. So it is true. So it is not equivalent with the given statement pattern P and Q. So option A is not correct. Option B, P or Q and negation of P, and therefore by distributive law this is equal to P and negation of P or Q and negation of P. By complementary law, P and negation of P, it is false, or negation of P and Q, it is equal to, by identity law, negation of P and Q, which is equivalent to the negation of P or Q. Both are the same. Therefore, option B is correct. B is correct. Number 4. Which of the following statement pattern is a tautology? Tautology means last column of the truth table, all the entries are T. It is called tautology. Now option A is P or Q implies P. The implication is false when Q is true and P is false. Then its implication is false. P is false, so it is false, or T implies Q, so it is false, or it is false, so it is false. And therefore, option A is not a tautology. Option B, it is implication. Implication is not a tautology. The option D, the conjunction of the two statements, which is also not a tautology. So it remains only C to check whether this statement pattern is tautology. The implication Q implies P will be false when T is true and P is false. So it is false. Or negation of P. P we have taken false, so it is negation of P is true. Implies and implied by Q is true. So this is false, or the double implication of T implies and implied by T is true, and therefore it is true. So option C is correct. C is correct. Number 5. The statement pattern P and negation of P and Q is a tautology, a contradiction. C equivalent to P and Q, D equivalent to P or Q. The given statement pattern P and negation of P and Q is logically equivalent P and negation of P and Q. So it is logically equivalent P and negation of Q. By complementary law, it is false and Q. So it is logically equivalent. By identity, it is false. And therefore, the given statement pattern is a contradiction. The B is the correct answer. Option B is correct. Number 7. The statement pattern P and Q and negation of R, or P and Q, or negation of P and Q is option A R, option B Q, option C Q or P, option D P. Now we know that by absorption law, P and Q or P, it is logically equivalent to P. It means that Q is absorbed in P. Similarly here, P and Q, negation of R is different. So negation of R is absorbed in P and Q. Therefore, this statement is become P and Q, and remaining part is or negation of P and Q. Therefore, by distributive law, P or negation of P and Q, by distributive law, we know that distributive law P or Q and R, it is logically equivalent P or Q and P or R. Similarly, this is logically equivalent. By complementary law, P or negation of P is true and Q, and this is logically equivalent. By identity law, it is Q, and therefore option B is correct. Number 8. Which of the following statement pattern is contingency? Option A is P or Q or negation of Q. It is logically equivalent. P or negation of P or Q or negation of Q. It is logically equivalent. P or Q or negation of Q is tautology, and so it is equal to T. So it is not a contingency. The statement pattern contingency means it is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So option B is also same. P or Q or negation of P. It is also a tautology. Now option D is P implies P or Q. It is logically equivalent. Negation of P or Q. It is also same as option A or option B. Its truth value is, it is a tautology, so this is not a contingency. Now option C is P or Q and negation of Q. By distributive law, this is equal to P and negation of Q or Q and negation of Q. By complementary law, Q and negation of Q, it is false. So P and negation of Q are false, and by identity, it is P and negation of Q. It is conjunction of the two statements. It is a contingency. Therefore, option C is correct. Number 9. If P, Q are true and R and S are false statements, then which of the following is true? P has truth value true, Q has truth value true, R has truth value false, S has truth value false. And therefore, option A is Q and R or negation of P and S. Q is true and R is false. So here it is T and F. It is truth value is false. Negation of P. P has truth value true, so it is F, and R, S has truth value false. So P and F, it is false, or F and F is also false, and so truth value is equal to false. So option A is not correct. Now option B, negation of P implies Q, implies and implied by R and S. negation of P is it is false, implies Q has truth value true, implies and implied by R has truth value F and it has truth value false. So F implies T is truth value is true, implies and implied by its truth value is false, and so double implication, these are two different truth values, so its truth value is false. So option B is not correct. Now option C, P implies Q or R implies and implied by yes. P has truth value true, Q has truth value true, or yes has truth value false, yes has truth value, R has truth value, yes has truth value false, and so it is true, or here it is F, and so its truth value is equal to true. So option C is correct. Therefore option C is correct. Which of the following is not equivalent to P implies Q? Option A, P only if Q is equivalent. Option B, Q is necessary for P, it is also equivalent to this. D, P is sufficient for Q, it is also equivalent. And option C, Q only if P, it is not equivalent, and therefore C is correct answer. Number 11, the negation of for all n belongs to capital N, n plus 7 is greater than 6 is. For all we have to take there exists n, and greater than, negation of greater than is less than or equal. So the first option, there exists n belongs to n such that n plus 7 is less than or equal to 6. The option B, for all n belongs to n such that n plus 7 greater than or equal to 6, this is not correct. C, for all n is not correct. There exists n such that n plus 7 less than 6 is also not correct. So first is only correct, that is A is correct answer. The negation of this is for all n belongs to n such that n plus 7 less than or equal to 6. Example number 12, if C denote the contradiction, then dual of the compound statement negation of P and Q or C is. The dual of a compound statement is deleted for this year 2020-21. So it will be not asked, but we can find its solution. The option, we know that the duals is only change and with or with and with or with and replace C by, C is contradiction, it is by tautology, or replace T by F or F by T. Therefore the dual of P and Q or C is P, it is and, so it is or, Q or is and, C is T. So negation of P or Q and T, so option A is correct. Correct answer. This way we have solved most of the example which was asked in previous year MSTCET exam. Thanking you for watching my video.